YouTube, Geezer here, along with just Molly. We've taken Classy and ran off to Buffalo Shores Campground in Buffalo, Iowa, about 5 miles south of Interstate 280, I guess. This is a nice little park. We've been here before, and I wanted to take Classy out for the weekend. Lucy really wasn't interested. She was involved in another project, so Molly and I just packed it up and headed over here. Didn't we, Molly? Hi, baby. You camping with Dad? Huh? You like camping with Dad, huh? Yeah, we're going to have a good weekend. Are you ready for a good weekend? Oh, Molly. You have no personality, but I love you. Fuzzy little turd. But I've kind of checked out the last couple of weeks. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I can't get the generator to run properly, or I haven't been able to, we'll put it that way. But it has cost us our trip around Lake Michigan. We can't make that trip without a generator, especially this time of year, because there's people we know that's in the Upper Peninsula, and it's already getting cold. I mean, they're already dealing with heating issues, and I'm just afraid we get caught up there and have a problem. So, sorry guys, the Lake Michigan trip is off. We're going to substitute it with something in the spring, I guess. I just hope you guys will hang around until we can get something on the road. I just really enjoyed doing this channel, and I'm afraid it's going to fall apart if we don't do something. But I guess if it does, it does. You know, it's been fun. I'll still be doing some videos here and there all winter, and as it stands, we kind of thought about heading towards Florida and then up the East Coast, but we'll have to see how things turn out. While I've been sitting around truly just twiddling my thumbs because I don't know what to do about the generator. I spent a lot of time going back and re-watching all of my videos. I've watched every one of them, and identifying mistakes, taking notes on what could be better, things that I managed to do right, and kind of a common thread is audio. Still yet, the best audio I've got is with the GoPro. The Nikon audio is terrible. It's just loaded with white noise, and it's impossible to get it out and do anything with it. The GoPro doesn't sound too bad, but I bought the Canon to be the vlogging camera, the one that I'd have with me most of the time. In fact, that's what I'm shooting this on right now. The audio on it is not great. It's got noise suppression, automatic noise suppression. You can't turn it off, and what happens is if there's like a car goes by or a dog barks or wind comes up, it cuts the audio back. So the voice track fades in and out, does weird things. I'm just not at all happy with it. So in order to try to fix that, what I wanted to do is come up with a way that the audio would be pretty consistent. No matter what camera I was shooting with, under a variety of situations, it would always sound the same. So I bought this little gadget. This is an Olympus VN-541pc voice recorder. You may have noticed a change in the audio right there because I was using this before, and Now I'm filming and doing the audio with the GoPro while I talk about this. It's a pretty simple little device. It's just a voice recorder. It's got a little microphone right there. A place where you can put an external microphone if you want. Headphones if you want to listen to the playback on headphones. You know, you turn it on, you do your thing, you turn it off. It's just as simple as that. And right here, if you can see it, there's a USB port, and so you can take this and download your files on the computer, and then I can run them through my audio editor and clean it up a little bit, and hopefully get a decent voice track. It wasn't very much. This is kind of a cheap one. I just wanted to see if the concept would work. Okay, we're back on the voice recorder now, and I'll be using that for this whole video. So this video is kind of an experiment just to see how it goes, but so everything will be, all the audio will be on that voice recorder except for that little segment where I was showing it to you, because it's pretty sensitive, and you can hear your fingers move around on it if you hold it in your hand and roll it around like I was doing. So Molly and I are going to be here for tonight, tomorrow night, so 3 days, 2.5 days and 2 nights. And I don't know what all we're going to do. We're just kind of chillaxing and enjoying being out with Classy, and we're keeping it pretty simple. But okay, got a campfire going, just a little one, but it'll suffice. I'm just going to cook up some dinner for Molly and myself. Let that burn down a little bit and we'll get cooking. All right. 2 brats for me, hot dog for Miss Molly. Brats over an open fire, you just can't beat that. Okay, ding ding ding, dinner time. Molly, are you enjoying yourself? Yeah, Dad, I'm having a good time. You're such a dork, Molly. For those of you who have been requesting more Earl, there he is right there. He's graciously stopped by to take a look at this generator, see if there's anything he can do with it. He's already pretty much eliminated the idea of the choke being stuck, had it apart, and it closes manually, but it's still stalled after about 3 minutes of running.
You have a magnetic screwdriver, do you?
I believe I do. I'll get back to you later. I got to get Earl a screwdriver. Well, Earl just left. He was here all afternoon playing with that generator. He managed to eliminate fuel flow from the gas tank. That's fine. The filters are fine. The fuel pump is fine. chased it all the way to the carburetor, and he pulled the fuel bowl off the bottom of the carburetor, and there was no gunk in there, but there was also no gas. It looks like the needle valve for the float is sticking. It's holding shut and not letting gas into the bowl. Apparently it's not seated completely, and when it sits, it lets a little seepage through to eventually partially fill the bowl, enough for it to run, but then it doesn't let any more in to keep it running. So I'm going to get at least a partial rebuild kit, and he's going to try to replace that needle valve and see if that helps. But that's for another time. I don't want to bore you anymore with this generator issue. I just wanted to pass on to you what we found, what we didn't find, and where we're going from here. So enough about the generator for now. Okay, well, our weekend has come to an end, and it's time to go home. It's been a real relaxing 3 days here at Buffalo Shores Campground. I'm going to take you for a little ride around the park here on the way out, so you can see the rest of this. We had a real nice day, didn't we, Molly? There's, I believe, 65 campsites here, and as you can see, they're all pretty much identical, except for these here along the river. I would have liked to got one of these back here, because well, you have a lot nicer view. Plus, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, there's a sand beach all the way along this shoreline here, so all of these campsites to the right have their own private little beach that comes with the campsite, and they're only $2 more. I would have easily paid that if there'd been one open, but I guess I learned if you're going to come here, you want to come a little bit early. But it's checkout time Sunday afternoon, and by the way, checkout time is 5 o'clock here, and it's like 10 minutes to 5 right now. And so all these people are planning on being here for the night, apparently. And then right there in front of us, that's a public beach there, a day use kind of a thing, and that's free to use. You don't have to have a day permit or anything. It even has its own little bathhouse over there. It's kind of neat. There's something else about this park that I do want to mention is years ago this park had kind of a bad reputation for being kind of drunken and kind of rowdy, but right here coming up on the right is County Ranger Station, right there where that turquoise car is, and they patrol this thing. They are on it. I mean, every 15 minutes to a half hour a ranger rolls through, and I didn't see any sign of any kind of problem whatsoever. It was just a really nice day, so they've done a good job of cleaning this thing up, and absolutely I'll be back here again. What do you think, Molly? You want to come back again? You want to come back? Yeah, all right. I've been 3 days with no TV and no internet, and I know that Hurricane Irma has hit shore down in the Florida area someplace, and I'm sure she's just tearing the hell out of everything. And I've been real concerned about that. I got a lot of friends down that way, but even people I don't know, your heart just has to go out for them. It just does. So I'm hoping the best for everybody involved in that mess down there. Just know my thoughts and my prayers are with you. But for now, I'm going to cut all this off, call it the end, and from the entire Geezer gang, even though there's only the two of us here, happy trails.